But we'll see if Team Gosu can prove me wrong. Game number 2, it is best of 3 against Axis Esports.
Axis Esports now already getting that one victory, so they need one more to tie things up. They've already lost one series against Burmese Gold, and at least that 3 points will definitely be a real huge joy factor for them to actually make a comeback. But Gosu here already proxying the wave, trying to actually chunk it down, not really damaging the side of Lung though, as Scott is coming here for the support as well. Breezy getting stand down, forced to flicker away in this early phase as Jarno as well. Wow, that's definitely going to be causing them a little bit of a commotion as well, hitting towards the mid phase.
Yeah, that is just underestimating the power of this Valier. The Soul's fireballs do slow you in AoV, and he gets one charge every time he lands it, and the accuracy from Scott has been on point. Just like his Franco hook, he's confident with those skill shots, directing them on top of Team Gosu. 2 flickers out. Breezy now does not have it. General does not have the flicker. It's gonna be easy for Axis Esports to collapse on them if they want to.
We're looking at Scott right here, slowly making sure that he zones away some of all these members. But
oh, they found him!
First blood.
My flame.
I got no words for that.
You overstep and Basic is ready, but seems like Gosu will lose Kenray in the bot lane. A bit overextension. They trade 1 for 1, but if you are Team Gosu, that opening that was given over to God, perfect.
That definitely was a show of excellence coming from the core. Great stun, and of course that channeling element was a full channel to actually secure that first blood as well. But Basic here already spotting out
again.
Scott for another round, and Flicker has to be utilized here. And Gosu here with all 4 members being committed towards the top side. They might lose a little bit of that sort of EXP, but that doesn't matter. They've already got all that sort of pickup that they need, and they're well secured to take this first turtle down.
And we talked about how Team Gosu seems to play a more conservative playstyle, and they are doing so. The ultimate was used, channeling Omen by Basic, so no core ultimate to work with for this next fight if it ever happens. And Axis Esports, they're gonna rotate all 5 members into that middle lane. Last is waiting in the wings. Team Gosu now, it's their turn to go on the offense.
Wow, we're seeing members of Axis Esports still on level 3. But look at Gosu though. All of them have already got their ultimates and now moving up already. And they could definitely go in for a little bit of that invade without actually risking all too much. But instead, they lock their eyes on bottom side. They want to pick up Lassit, and Lassit knows that he's being surrounded. But Lassit already gets a little bit of a helping hand coming from...
oh, they got the stop! Glorious time with it. Brilliant starts to come out from Rain, trying to get away, but maybe not. Lassit, they laser him down. It's going to be Polo to pick up that kill.
And Gosu finally pick up that sort of slack to head in towards this second game here with stylish fashion. The North Americans here will take down yet another tower heading towards the bottom side. But look at the response heading towards the top side though. There's still the Masha as well as Valley slowly trying to find themselves in towards the top side here. Of course, I do mistake myself. It's not really a Masha, it is the Bruno.
And Axis Esports, they recognize that Team Gosu, they like to play this style. Game 1, conservative. Great game 2, they were teaming out most of the time. So one of the best ways is to split Team Gosu apart. But Team Gosu, they are not really phased by it. They are willingly trading these objectives because they're getting more. Economic-wise, they're up 1.3k. And just to slightly mention, after that first 2 flicker that Team Gosu expanded, they immediately rotated Basic to punish Axis Esports over aggression. Scott was way too confident to walk forward, got picked off. Team Gosu right now, they can take this fight.
And Axis Esports need to find a little bit of that sort of a mistake from the side of Gosu to punish them. But Axis here, at least, trying to hold themselves all together. 2k goalie, not too far off. As we see, Axis still trying to actually get themselves in towards that turtle pit and perhaps secure this still. Evo X trying to lead the way as well, but Paulo trying to zone him up, and that will not be any chance at all. We're gonna knock up as well as the wall shot they use.
And the going try does come up, but it seems like Team Gosu are already losing members. Low with the flicker! We're 5-2, but they get the stun onto Kenray, has the damage, flickers in, it picks up the Bruno, and now Team Gosu, they might want to go on the retreat. Basic still chunking out those stuns in the backline, managing to fend up Axis Esports for now. Axis Esports, they got the kill advantage, but Team Gosu got the second turtle.
And wow, Axis Esports, they may not get all too much of that sort of a turtle trade-off there, but look at the team fight. It was executed perfectly in a sense. Look at the position he's at. He picks up Breezy and immediately flickers for the next kill. Though he is getting chunked out by Kenray, there was enough backup time from Axis to still do a little bit more of that trade. But that's pretty much well and fine. And Axis Esports found that momentum, and they are currently tying things up against Gosu, only having very slight margin of lead.
Yeah, and if you're Team Gosu right now, one of the best ways to punish Axis Esports is that aggression. We've seen time and time again. Last hit did the same mistake in Series 1. Just now he was long on the Bruno, but the wild traps will come in. Polo not going down just yet. The damage is there. The Numinum Blast actually stuns. They found a target. They switch their attention onto Scott, and Scott is out. The stun will start Rain in his tracks. The Guardian barrier not able to block out Polo, but Breezy definitely another stun from Basin, keeping Rain in place. But Long will find one as well as the crowd. 2 kills over to Axis Esports. And Team Gosu, they will be forced to retreat.
Wow, what a bloodbath coming in through the mid lane. And as we see, great dives coming in from all these members of Team Gosu. But that wall by the Grok has already negated Breezy's exit. And look at Evil X right here. He was getting zoned away, which means that Scott was being left out to die. And Evil X could only clip out at least one member of side of Gosu, and they managed to bring him down. So that's definitely some great work. But heading back in towards that sort of the matchup that we see now, Gosu might have lost that sort of a kill lead in that sort of sense, but goal is actually not too far away. There's still time for them to catch up once again. He has purchased that Athena shield and at least have a little bit more tankiness than what he used to have in that early phase. And now this is going to be the turtle here, and Axis Esports wants to actually get a little taste of that. And what could they possibly pull off? Turtle already dropping low, and they're coming into the fight.
Lone coming in from the back, trying to go for the flank, and he will find one immediately. He does flicker, misses that. General will survive, and here comes the glorious pathway from Paulo, the maximum bronze onto Long, and Long has to now back up because of basic. Evo still chasing with that power of nature, not able to find any kill. Actually, a clean disengage from Team Gosu though. They do walk away with the turtle, I believe. Axis Esports will try to push out the tower, but again, another great start on the Scott. Basic was a marksman, is a marksman. Team Gosu defend off Axis Esports.
Clean as a whistle. Team Gosu managed to secure all these turtles without actually risking their lives. And Breezy, as much as we see them having a shaky start in Game 1, Game 2, they look like different monsters in this matchup. Henry being forced to flicker away, but they're still giving a little bit more chase. But Scott will not go into that hot pursuit. So we need 2 seconds left before the first Lord will appear towards the lower side of the river. And look at Gosu. Now that they could slowly take their sweet time, reset those waves, and prepare for the next fight. But Axis Esports here are securing this rotation and towards the jungle, and they are trying to block the entry points and looking for the kill over bot side.
They want Kenray dead, and Kenray will try to buy time. The rest of Team Gosu can come to the class. Kenray just going beeline towards the rest of the team, but we will find a kill first. Glorious pathway a bit too late, but Polo will go for the engage. He sounds the Warhorn. Evo is going on top of General, but there is Breezy in the back line. The front line is actually split for Team Gosu, and this is perfect for Team Axis. They want to collect back in. The Omen, the Channeling Omen is there for Basic, but the damage was not enough. And now the Guardian's barrier will find the goal. Evil X will make sure Team Gosu goes down, and Axis Esports find 3.
That was a huge swing, and Axis Esports now looking to secure that mid lane tower, and they have absolute control towards the bottom side as well. They can take this one down without any sort of a hassle, and Red has already got that concentrated energy as well. So maybe after this, they will set up a bait in towards that corner of the river, and it's Team Gosu to make a move.
And if you are the front line of the team, you have to remember the cores are your priority. Sure, you want to control the enemy cores, but Breezy and Polo, they were accessing the back line while their own cores were exposed to Axis Esports, and now they're gonna try again. Evo X being that front line, being that guardian for Axis Esports. Scott does dodge the bullet right there, and now Long will try turning around. Breezy with the Guardian's Borrow will try to block it out, and he will do so. So the Lord will be disengaged by Axis Esports. Team Gosu still managing to fend off that attempt.
Now waiting for a little bit of that sort of a reset, heading towards the top side here. They want to shove in all those ways before going for any sort of that Lord attempt. They could even send one member off from the side of Axis to actually take down Lord while they're at it, and Evil X has already spot out Paulo with for General as well, so it won't be any sort of that full commitment coming from either Gosu or even Axis. But look at Lung though, he's already bringing it down to 60%, and now Gosu has responded it out, and it will be a little bit of a reset.
Glorious pathway does keep Paulo alive for now, but it seems like Riz could jump in, not gonna find the kill, and eventually does actually Breezy. Now not even then, doing the blast only onto the valley. The flicker from him was perfect, and the rest of Axis Esports goes for the collab. 1, 2, 3, 4 team goes to 4 side dominoes, and Axis Esports, they might not need the Lord for this one, as Team Malaysia now will look for that inhibitor and possibly the victory as to take down that high ground tower, the inhibitor. As the Kenray desperately coming back, but the Malaysian Tigers will rejoice. They lock in the first 3 points of Group B.
Axis Esports came back swinging